Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Picture shows LeBron James didn't touch out of bounds line. The dramatic ending to the Golden State Warriors-Los Angeles Lakers matchup on Saturday night was marred by controversy surrounding a crucial call involving LeBron James' three-pointer. Initially ruled out of bounds, closer inspection post-game revealed that James' foot was actually in the air, with a clear gap separating it from the out-of-bounds line. This revelation indicated that the call was incorrect and that James had not touched the out-of-bounds line. Had the correct call been made, James' three-pointer would have counted, cutting the Warriors' lead to just 4 points with a little over 2 minutes remaining in the game. This pivotal moment could have shifted the momentum in favor of the Lakers, giving them a golden opportunity to secure a comeback victory. However, the nullification of the three-pointer ultimately contributed to the Lakers' 128-121 loss to the Warriors. The controversy surrounding the call highlights the importance of precision and accuracy in officiating, especially in critical moments of the game. While instant replay technology aims to ensure the correct outcome, instances like this demonstrate the challenges and limitations of the system. Despite the setback, LeBron James remained adamant that he had not stepped out of bounds, emphasizing his awareness of the space he had while shooting and his shooting technique. Crew Chief David Guthrie's explanation regarding the review process shed light on the criteria used to determine the validity of James' shot, citing specific rules from the NBA rulebook. Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr expressed his reservations about the extensive use of replay in such situations, questioning its impact on the flow of the game. Kerr's sentiment reflects a broader debate within the basketball community regarding the balance between achieving accuracy through replay and maintaining the pace and rhythm of the game. In the aftermath of the controversial call, both teams experienced further delays due to a malfunctioning shot clock, adding to the frustration and disruption of the game's flow. Stephen Curry said that he had never seen anything like this in his 15-year career, while LeBron's reactions went viral, and both teams waited for over 20 minutes. The lengthy stoppages and subsequent delays underscored the need for improvements in officiating procedures and technology to minimize disruptions and ensure a seamless game experience for players and fans alike. As the regular season winds down, it's becoming increasingly evident that both the Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors are destined for the play-in tournament. Following their recent matchup, the Lakers find themselves in the 10th spot in the Western Conference with a record of 36-32, while the Warriors have climbed to the 9th spot with a record of 35-31. With only a handful of games left in the season, both teams are facing an uphill battle to secure a higher seed. Currently, they are both 3.5 games behind the 6th spot and 2.5 games behind the 8th spot, making it unlikely for them to break into the top 6. Looking at their remaining schedules, the Lakers have 14 games left, with 6 at home and 8 away, while the Warriors have 16 games remaining, with 7 at home and 9 away. Despite the slight disparity in the number of games remaining, both teams face a challenging path to improve their seeding. Realistically, their best chance lies in securing at least the 8th spot, which would grant them 2 opportunities to secure a playoff berth through the play-in tournament. However, even this is a daunting task given the current standings. If the current trajectory holds, it's highly likely that the Lakers and Warriors will face each other in the 9-10 matchup of the play-in tournament. This scenario presents a stark reality: one of the 2 most followed and celebrated teams in the NBA may miss out on the playoffs entirely. Moreover, even the winner of the 9-10 matchup will have to navigate another play-in game to secure a playoff spot, adding another layer of uncertainty to the postseason prospects for both teams. For fans of the Lakers and Warriors, the prospect of missing out on the playoffs is a significant disappointment. These storied franchises boast large and passionate fan bases, and their absence from the postseason would be felt throughout the league. Los Angeles notes: Powell, Westbrook, Lou, Davis. The Clippers are a little banged up going into the game against Atlanta tonight, according to Janice Carr of the Orange County Register. Norman Powell left Friday's game against New Orleans on crutches and won't play tonight due to a left leg contusion. Terrence Mann limped into the locker room during the first half on Friday but is in the starting lineup. Russell Westbrook is still out with a fractured left hand. James Harden was listed as questionable but will play despite with a strained left shoulder. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are also showing signs of wear after a rugged stretch of the schedule. We have more on the Los Angeles teams. The Clippers have lost 4 of their last 7 games and their margin for error is shrinking, Law Murray of The Athletic notes. They have fallen to 4th place in the Western Conference standings, and the oldest team in the league is now forced to rely on their depth. Coach Tyronn Lue showed signs of frustration with his team after the 8-point loss to the Pelicans, Murray tweets. He expressed that some of his players may not be as competitive as he is. What do you mean, falls on my shoulders? I'm competitive. I'm ready to compete right now. I don't play, they know what we're supposed to do. So they got to do it, he said. Anthony Davis suffered an eye injury during the Lakers' loss to the Warriors. The Lakers' struggles after he left the game proved they can't win any meaningful games without him, Bill Plaschke of the Los Angeles Times opines. They were outscored by 13 points after he left the game, Plaschke notes, and were outscored by 18 in the paint. Lakers news, injury update on Anthony Davis's eye doesn't sound promising. Anthony Davis suffered a fairly serious eye injury in Saturday night's loss to the Warriors, taking a forearm from Warriors center Tracy Jackson Davis. He went on to miss the remainder of the game, with there being little clarity on his long-term situation, outside of Dave McMenamin of ESPN's statement below. Anthony Davis's vision was impaired and his eye was swollen shut after the contact, a source familiar with the injury told ESPN. Davis will be monitored overnight and Sunday to determine his availability Monday against Atlanta. His status is uncertain, but given that eye swelling typically subsides fairly quickly, it's reasonable to assume that he may be back on the floor for Monday's game. The injury was officially diagnosed as a corneal abrasion, which can take up to a couple of days to heal. Luckily for the Lakers, Atlanta, their opponent Monday night, is without superstar guard Trae Young, possibly among other key players. Expect AD to try and gut it out given the importance of every single Lakers win at this stage in the season, but there's also a chance they feel comfortable even without him given the matchup. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation, Anthony Davis? Leave your opinion in the comments.